The information and data contained within this proposal response is source selection sensitive and subject to the control and usage as defined within FAR 2.101 and 3.104. United Global Group Incorporated is pleased to provide this video-based response for our experience evaluation to the FLETC Cheltenham evaluation team. Our response for this is meant to display and demonstrate the broad range of capabilities and support our team provides in achieving each of the required capabilities. UGG will be the prime contractor for this support, and we are supported in this by 3 exceptional teaming partners in Argent Technologies, Denmark Services, and Tech Systems Incorporated. This area is a synopsis of our shared core values and a commitment statement of value that FLETC Cheltenham can expect from our group. The words you see are not just illustrative. These are descriptive in our corporate conduct, our professional attitudes, and the camaraderie and the approach to meeting the requirements of service that we bring. Our strategic plan revolves around the delivery and execution of quality deliverables and services, and finding ways to make a positive impact on customer experience enrichment. UGG is an exceptional partner to support FLETC requirements for facility operations services. As an 8A small business under $7.5 million in size, we are in the early stages of our 8A eligibility's graduation in 2024. This gives a solid floor of growth and support over an extended range for the FLETC customer. We're a relatively young company. UGG was founded in 2012 by Dr. Larry Page. Dr. Page is a former Marine logistician and an established leader in enterprise logistics management, data management, and process modeling. With a solid base of well over 25 plus prime contracts, UGG knows and understands what it takes to lead a team and how to manage resources effectively and efficiently for a results-oriented approach on our customer support. We're affectionately known to our partners and friends as the Honey Badgers. I personally take that as a badge of honor. Like the Honey Badger, UGG is fearless in our approach to deliver for our customer. We do not back away from a challenge, and there is always a way. We have the right mix of skills, experience, and capabilities to meet the challenges for FLETC. Our team is made up of Argent Technologies, Denmark Services, and Tech Systems Incorporated, TSI. To assemble the team, we performed a detailed breakdown of the requirements to identify gaps, then an internal assessment to determine how to fill those skills and experience levels. Each member of our team has been chosen to deliver a central role based on their respective skill areas. While UGG as the prime will support the overall contractual requirements, each of our partners will provide a leading role specific to the skill sets they deliver. Argent, for example, has an extensive background in delivery of specialized educational services. These are full-scale services across the entire spectrum of the student-instructor experience: classroom support, exam management, and student management. TSI is a premier warehouse specialist supporting a range of extensive logistics requirements across the country. This includes shipping, receiving, inventory, stock rotations, furniture, supplies, as well as hazardous materials. Additionally, TSI provides weapons management and ammunition support for the Army across a wide range of small arms weapons manufacturer like makes and models. Denmark Services is a full-service group that delivers facilities management, grounds management, pest control, and water treatment skill sets. They provide these services for the FAA facilities at the Mike Monroney Aeronautical Center located in Oklahoma City. We're proud to partner with this group and very pleased to offer our combined services in support of the operations needed for FLETC. Again, just as a quick glance reminder of the various areas that our team partners will or are expected to provide the core subject matter expertise in each relevant zone. Across the board, we are fairly deep with primary and secondary skills in multiple categories, but each evaluated category is represented by a recognized industry expert. As a final statement, we want to simply reiterate what we feel are the core underlying principles that summarize our offering. Across the board, we will meet the requirements with expertise, pertinent performance levels, and strong processes that underpin the services. If you sum up our proposal in just a few words, one that must be prominent is the word commitment. We are committed to the success of FLETC Cheltenham. My name is Bruce Kirkland, and I serve UGG as the Chief Strategy Officer. At UGG, we take the current customer very seriously. By aligning your support with a senior line management role at UGG, we ensure that you, as the customer, have a direct line and advocate for any issue that might arise. My role is to work in hand with Graham Kahn. I am his support, I am your support, and I will be a third line quality management resource to provide an independent review of the quality measures that are put in place, the metrics and actions being recorded, and to ensure that the work being performed is to the standard desired. I have a long history of working with quality programs and qualitative processes. As a former submariner, I qualified in potable water generation, electrical, and high-vac controls, and I've led multiple groups through the defining and implementation of respective ISO certifications. I understand and have worked with high-voltage components, and I've managed multiple safety and environmental support programs for ensuring compliance with regulatory issues. It's a pleasure, and I look forward to working with the group as a whole. I would like to take just a moment to introduce our project manager, our program site manager for this, Mr. Graham Kahn. Mr. Kahn has over 20 years of program and project management experience overseeing complex, multifaceted operations very similar to FLETC Cheltenham. He's worked with FLETC in Artesia, and in there he actually was able to manage and work with many of the very same requirements as you have, such as managing an armory, maintaining firing and driving ranges, as well as ensuring environmental issues, lead contamination, disposal, etc. were taken care of. He's also managed training contracts for the Department of State and for the Army. As well, he has extensive experience in inventory control and warehouse tracking systems. It is a pleasure to have Graham on board the team. He's a good friend, and I think he'll do a great job. As the Prime, UGG will be the point group on safety and health management activities. In this role, we will be reviewing current materials and historical data, integrating changes as required, and working with our partners in capturing the data points necessary to maintain compliance. UGG has performed very successfully on several contracts as the Prime that required an extreme amount of diligence in regards to personnel safety, OSHA requirements, monitoring roles, and environmental considerations to ensure that fines and other punitive actions were not applied to either our company or the customer. The work we accomplished on the C5 project is very representative of the type of attention to detail and activity we will deliver for the facility operation requirements at Cheltenham. C5 project was massive in its scope for a small company. We employed around 21 staff in various roles, multiple skill sets, and through a variety of subcontracting roles for specialized functions. Each of these resources required separate coordination and management through a complex environment of clearance and access requirements for multiple bases. The structures being moved required a hazardous material management compliance with daily safety briefs, personnel exposure monitoring, and a variety of OSHA-based program requirements for personnel protection needs. Let's talk results. UGG smashed this move out of the park. Exceptional ratings from the customer on all categories: quality service, business functions. The common thread across all comments and interactions with the customer was how little they had to do. We provided a very detailed work breakdown, very detailed planning and scheduling, and identified the compliance critical paths before they became an issue. In short, we used an agile-based risk management approach that really allowed us to drive the problems rather than let the problems drive the approach. Like we said earlier, we want to be proactive in support for you, the FLETC customer. Continuing the results: exceptional regulatory compliance, exceptional hazardous materials management results. This was a really fun project, and we are so ready to get to work for FLETC Cheltenham because we see a great opportunity to excel for the customer, the staff, and the users of the facilities for a world-class organization. The Buzzard Point project was another fun piece of work that we really enjoyed. This was complex in the nature that we were disassembling and removing a lot of material that had been embedded in river sediment and muck for years. As it dealt with the environment, we had to work with and ensure that multiple lanes of compliance, regulatory agencies, and even some private organizations were satisfied with the conduct of our work. A sampling of the groups we worked with was the DC government, the Army Corps of Engineers, the Anacostia River Keepers, the EPA, and others to obtain required permitting. Again, the results: and again, exceptional. Again, numerous OSHA safety compliance, various regulatory compliances, and of course the hazmat controls and compliance was necessary for all the work conducted. Daily safety briefings, multiple machinery requirements, and access and controls for an 8-man workforce. A little difference in this work was the requirement for water safety and ensuring that flotation PEDs were available and used in all areas. Most of this work was performed using heavy machinery, water sampling and testing, and daily metrics for ensuring that we were meeting our environmental compliance. Our team developed and maintains an environmental management program for the FAA that includes oversight management of hazardous and non-hazardous waste and safety programs. We also provide environmental and safety assessments and perform compliance audits for the FAA's Operations and Management Division. Our team's experience includes managing and operating water treatment facilities, sludge processing, and disposal equipment for processing wastewater as well as testing water samples. We maintain daily records of all tests and chemicals used and are certified to handle hazardous waste. Team UGG's extensive experience in warehouse management operations is highlighted by our logistics support operations at Fort Polk, Louisiana, the Presidio of Monterey, California, and Schofield Barracks in Hawaii. Our warehouse operations at these locations include supply ops, managing everything from general supplies to ammunition to petroleum products. These operations include extensive shipping, receiving, and storage to support over 890,000 square feet of warehouse space. The warehouse operations at Fort Polk's Organizational Clothing and Individual Equipment, or OCIE, has been rated the U.S. Army's best supply operation for 3 years straight since 2014. We also supply uniforms to the U.S. Marine Corps and the U.S. Air Force through their uniform alterations contracts at the Marine Corps Recruiting Depot in Parris Island and Lackland Air Force Base in Texas. Our team brings over 10 years experience in warehouse management operations for U.S. military, and we'll utilize this experience for FLETC's warehouse management requirements. This slide represents the geographic reach of the warehouse management support that we provide as Team UGG. We literally are coast to coast in warehouse management operations. Under an ISO 9000 certification, we ensure that quality processes across each of these identified sites are comparable and compatible and can identify repeatable excellence for cross-leveling across our companies. These skills that we've developed in support of these various locations are going to prove very valuable in supporting the FLETC warehouse management requirements. As referenced earlier, our team manages over 890,000 square feet of warehouse space. Within this slide, we just wish to show you a representation of some of the various items of supply that we manage across these contracts. Commodities include repair parts, ammunition, furniture, foodstuffs, and in cases highly pilferable items. Each of these commodities being stored requires specific requirements unique to its type, which also necessitates a skilled workforce capable of supporting these inventories. For example, at Fort Polk, our team manages an automated high-rise Raymond system indicated within the middle graphic used to meet these customer demands. At the Presidio in Monterey, the Supply Management Operations Center there mainly centers around highly pilferable computer equipment. We successfully manage the 92 million in inventory that we currently support through periodic and random supply inventories, and we've exceeded the standard with a 99.75% inventory accuracy. As further detail of the warehouse management expertise as well as ancillary operational support that we provide, this slide details our furniture and military uniform supply management work. The U.S. Marine Corps Recruit Depot uniform alteration and tailoring contract has supported the Marine Corps for over 10 years. An additional function of our warehouse management operations is the mail and messenger service that we provide for Fort Eustis, Virginia. Our team has provided mail and messenger distribution support for up to 3 Army locations under that contract for over 20 years. In the area of grounds maintenance, Our team has vast experience maintaining the grounds for the FAA's Monroney Aeronautical Center in Oklahoma City. At the facility, we're responsible for over 280 acres of mowing, maintaining landscaping, irrigation, and other functions covering over 196,000 square feet, and snow and ice removal for up to 5.9 miles of walkways and over 9 miles of roads. At the FAA in Oklahoma City, we're also responsible for providing integrated pest control services that include pesticide applications, control and removal of stray and nesting animals. Our team has developed a pest management program that is essentially based on minimizing the risk to people and environment. An integrated pest management process that not only deals with the fact that we have a problem, but why do we have this problem and how can we alleviate or prevent this problem in the future. For the FAA, we provide facilities maintenance services including the maintenance, repair, and operation of buildings, mechanical and electrical systems, water treatment, hazardous waste transfer, and interior and exterior lighting. The services we provide are similar to those required for maintaining firearms range facilities. The buildings we maintain contain environmentally hazardous materials, and we are responsible for the cleanup and containment as well as disposal of asbestos, lead, wastewater, etc. This slide demonstrates a variety of the areas, the numbers, and the types of building structures that we like you to maintain. These activities are like performed on a daily basis by our team for the FAA at the MMAC in Oklahoma City. We're responsible for the exterior and the interiors of all buildings, ensuring they're maintained, clean, and safe. We also gather, contain, and dispose of all the hazardous material as well as general daily waste in accordance with federal and state regulations. We are very confident in our team's ability to effectively support and manage the FLETC firearms facility work. We provide weapons and ammunition management at Fort Polk as well as the Schofield Barracks locations. Our range of weapons supported go from small arms all the way up to the M250 caliber machine gun. Ammunition management includes regular small arms rounds up to 155 millimeter howitzer rounds. Our Fort Polk supply operations provides weapons management for military training teams designated for deployment worldwide. At Schofield Barracks, our ammunition inventory exceeds $340 million in value and supports a multi-service customer and ammunition issue, receipt, turn-in, and residue operations. Again, we perform continuous inventories to ensure 100% inventory accuracy. In addition to the weapons management, we also provide weapons maintenance at our Fort Polk, Schofield Barracks, and at the Presidio of Monterey. For over 12 years, our team has been providing comprehensive training support services for the Foreign Service Institute. This is the premier training arm for the Department of State. The Foreign Service Institute, or FSI, provides more than 800 courses to more than 170,000 enrollees a year from the State Department and more than 50 other government agencies. Our team directly supports all facets of the student training services, including processing over 1,200 student enrollments each year from all over the globe. We also provide travel logistics support for the students who are attending the training. Prior to training, we send out welcome and orientation packages to the students. Our team ensures all classrooms are set up properly, including distributing student manuals, checking workstations for readiness. We provide instructors to conduct training and also to administer and grade exams. One of our key responsibilities is maintaining student records and ensuring confidentiality. We submit exam results to the FSI Registrar database, collect student feedback evaluations, and prepare and distribute training certificates. We also manage the annual ISO 9000 quality compliance audit for the school system. As a recap, the UGG team has relevant experience providing educational aid support across all task areas listed within the RFP. Our team consistently receives exceptional CPARS ratings in the performance of these tasks. In conclusion, We feel that we have provided the evaluation team with a pretty comprehensive look at Team UGG, our strengths, our desire, and our passion to be the best performing contractor you have ever had. As you evaluate, we've tried to make this as easy of a way to check the boxes as possible. Our presentation of materials are provided in the order of evaluation, and we adopt the same approach in all future work for you as well. Thank you very much.